And take it
Hello,
away.
everyone. I know probably we already met, but as Victoria was saying before, it's a bit uncomfortable here. But meanwhile, I'm gaining my confidence and yours as well. I'm Tomas Rencoret. I came from Chile. I'm studying abroad right now in Santa Cruz, and I'm just here for the boot camp. This is my brother Lucas. We are twin brothers, as you notice. So, yeah.
We're engineers, and we're trying to open or widen our
engineer-based education. So,
sorry, how do we tell who's who?
That's tricky. No, just a quick tip. I have a mole here. Lucas doesn't.
I have it in the other side. So.
Where we try to, you know, when the sperm went alone, he duplicated. It was the same, but to the other side. So.
Yeah, but yeah, roughly, Thomas has the face. I have it like a bit narrow, I think, and he's a. They say that.
But well, I'm Thomas. He's Lucas.
You know what? Let's move.
Yeah.
Move
Okay.
on.
I am
Okay.
talking, by the way. I am fine.
All right.
Perfect.
Let's hear what basically, yours is a idea. Basically, you generated an idea, right?
Yeah.
So
I brought my idea here. I want to start with everyone knows the iPhone 6. Who would like to get it for free? Please raise your hands. Everyone does. Well, that's Wingo. Wingo is a mobile app that allows users to get free, unique products just by watching advertising videos. Imagine, I don't know, getting the iPhone 6, or I don't know if you're interested in music, but getting a 5-minute interview with Justin Bieber or with Paul McCartney, just by watching advertising videos you like. For example, I like outdoors or surfing. What if I just watched the North Face and gave them feedback? Then I can redeem for these cool prices. As well as you guys, I believe that there's a huge market size here because 4 years ago there was a company called Lockers that they were the pioneers in this, and in less than a year they had 12 million users. So it went viral, as you can see. Then we are in front of a huge opportunity here. I think we're going to create a new platform for the advertisers to connect the advertisers with their end users, and the users are going to give them the feedback they really want. So yeah, this is what we have. We brought this first MVP, then another screen, you watch videos, earn points. What I wanted to show you guys here is more than our product, is what we learned in the bootcamp. The bootcamp was more about, or let me first start about my story. How did I arrive here? Ken Singer, now we are talking to you. We changed the level. He went to our school 6 months ago and gave us a little speech about entrepreneur. I was so inspired by him, but I had to come here to continue my development. So that's why through our professors, we arrived here, and the bootcamp showed us more about experiences. Entrepreneur is how to convey how did I do the stuffs, and how can I make you better at the same time and do not fail in the same things I failed. So apart from the experiences here, it's more about networking. Everyone has all the mentors. I think our potential here is so big that, as they say, diversity equals value. You can give me the feedback I like, and that's the coolest thing. We don't have to study entrepreneur. It's more about, I have something new, perfect. How do we make it better, you know? Then my experience with my mentor, after 30 minutes of too much talking, he said, okay, I understand you guys. Give me one sentence. This is it. Few is better. Instead of changing the world, instead of adding all the features you want, just give me 1, 2, 3, and let's start with that. It's the same as entrepreneur. You want to start with a little step, creating something. Maybe by myself, they changed me. I'm going to change perhaps 10 of you guys. I believe you're going to change more guys, and then we can all create a better society. And that's the idea why we are creating new things. Then here we received validation, so that boosts me up, and that's why I'm right here right now, you know. At the same time, last night I received an email from a mentor saying, Tomas, I think you shouldn't go this way, close everything up, try something new. So with the first no, what should I do? Close everything? Or should I go after the example he said, and why are they failing? Can I make it better? Is this a $1 billion idea, or is it just a failure? How do I manage that? And all those kind of things are the feedbacks we received, and how can we learn from that, you know? What's also important, I understood here, is that we can go out there. Everything is out there. As I told you, you don't need a textbook, and that's the most unique thing of entrepreneur. It's just where you want to get, and who are you carrying with you to get over there. So my greatest tip I can give you, as I told you, is believe in yourself, or like go big or go home. Go for the billion idea, not stay small. And yes, we need help, and I'm not a pro in this. You guys probably have better ideas than me, but what I think here is we can seek for inspiration. These guys are awesome, and really they changed me, and I hope as well as you, we can go back. Actually, in the boot camp, I met some guys, and we're going to create a course in Chile. I'm going to help them, because I think I can change more guys out there, and I hope you can do as well. So thank you, guys. You're very valuable for my own experiences.
I have a question for you, which is, how did you get from no idea to the first version of your idea? What was going on in your head, and how were you thinking that got you to your first one?
Great question, thank you. Before coming here, my little cousin approached me and said, Tomas, please leave me your GoPro. And I said, I like surfing, I'm coming to California. Why? And he said, well, it's what I dream about it. I would really love to get one. I said, oh, are you really like I don't know, your dream is getting a GoPro? Yes. Okay, would you like to watch and get feedback from advertising videos? Sure. Well, that's Wingo. And that's why I said, how can I get the kids that want to invest their time, that is what they have, to convert that to, so how can they work or give their feedback and earn cool stuff?
You thought that if he was to use his time doing that, it would move him one step closer towards possibly getting one. I mean, that was the logic. Okay, you were going to say something?
Yes, like 4 years ago, with the example of lockers, we were locker users. And then I came back 2 years later and said, where's lockers? Like, why I can still watch videos of a boring company car, just watching it over and over. And we got like to have a MacBook Pro, but the difference with the lockers, when you got to redeem the prices, there was just one, and like in the middle of one day, like at 12 for us, like in the middle of the night, you could redeem, but there was only one gift. Here in Wingo, we're gonna break this like wall, and we want to be open for everyone. So if you work really hard on watching videos, you're gonna get your reward. So
it's more about just saying, okay, I can have an idea, let's wrap it up, let's talk to some guys, and then present it here.
Okay, so it was a combination between a company model that you had seen before and then your own personal experience. You basically put those two together.
Right. Yeah, I have a question. So, oh, maybe my voice is louder. So when you got the feedback from your first mentor who said, those are lots of words, 30 minutes of talking, how did you register that? Because you guys have a great attitude. It seems like criticism, you guys didn't take things negatively. You seem to actually thrive when you got criticism. So how did you take that when someone criticized you about, too many words in your pitch?
How do I criticize? I say, well, thank you first. Like, it helps. You're the guy hearing that. So if I'm not able to convey what I have to say in one sentence, I have to use half an hour. I don't know what I'm trying to explain you. But if you can help me on how do I present myself in a sentence, thank you. I did it.
Right.
So, yes, so principally, we're used to talking a lot, so if someone can just like slam you your head and say, hey, just tell it in 5 seconds, let me hear it like in my mind, and then let's start like this conversation. So it's, I think all the time, it's feedback is positive. If someone's tell you like, close your business now, like a mentor yesterday told us like, hey, don't go out there, you're gonna fail. But then you get all these feedbacks, and then you start deciding which one you wanna take, and everything is positive.
So that's the second half of my question, which is, sometimes you get advice that you don't agree with. How do you figure out what advice is right?
I think everyone is really good at something. So you have to analyze and say, okay, what's his profile? What is he good at? Should I listen? I don't know, if a math teacher explains you something about something he's not good at, is he correct? Or is his value in math? So what I try to say with this mentor is like you have more experience than me. You have to be humble, and then say, okay, like every negative feedback, try to get all the positive you can get from the negative, and that convert it to you. So you're always gonna get yes and no's. So try to like drain and convert those to positive evaluations, or sometimes you have to just close and think in another thing. So it's more about, yeah, like trying to understand and figure out what they're trying to say you by that feedback.
Perfect, perfect. So I think, you had a comment?
Another question?
Oh, no, I think that's it, right?
I was only going to add to that do you think that you'll take input from other mentors and then weigh that? Basically, I think what you said was you were just going to match the background of the person to the advice to see if it was good. What do you think about taking advice from other people, and would you just do it democratically? And how much of your own point of view will you put into disagreeing with, even if all the other people don't think it's
completely
necessarily right?
That's also, as someone addressed last afternoon, like if you're the guy bringing the change, Steve Jobs, nobody believed in him. So it's more about, do I believe in myself, in my idea? How can I, if a user tells you that user interference, I'm not liking it, you cannot tell him you're bad. Like, he's the guy using it. So I don't know if that addresses your question. It's more like, let the users talk about users. A user cannot tell you about computer architecture or something like that, you know, like the back-end architecture. So that's what we try to do is, sometimes I don't give the correct answers. Maybe I can talk too much, but then I can understand and say, okay, they told me just one sentence, and I changed that. So it's more about your guts, like what you feel is correct.
And then everyone outside, they are potential users. So you have to listen to the market, listen to users, and because they're the ones that are gonna make us survive. We can't do it alone. So if a teacher says
with the customers as well, you have to balance. But I think that's mainly it. Does anyone have any more questions?
Yeah, anyone in the audience have questions?
Thank you very much.